presence here today. Take a moment to settle into the space you are currently occupying. Adjust your pressure, let your shoulders drop away from your ears, and soften your jaw. We are spending the next 30 minutes by our koi pond. This is a dedicated window of time for you to simply exist. You don't need to solve any problems right now. You don't need to plan for tomorrow. Everything you have to do can wait. For now, just allow your eyes to rest on a gentle rippling of the water. Let the soft ambient sound of the environment wrap you like a warm blanket. Breathe in deeply through your nose, feel your chest expand, and let it out with a slow breath. Let's just sit here together, watch the water settle. As you watch the koi glide across the screen, notice the absurd lack of urgency in their movement. They move through the water with complete economy of effort. A gentle flick of a fin, a slight tilt of the body, and they drift effortlessly away. In our daily lives, we are accustomed to constant friction, to rush from one task to the next, but here the water supports everything. Let yourself feel the same sense of support. Imagine that the air around you is holding you, just like the water holds these beautiful fish. Look at the vibrant oranges and deep reds, and the calm whites as they overlap and weave between one another. They don't fight the current, they simply flow with it. If your mind begins to wander to your to-do list or an old memory, that's perfectly okay. Acknowledge the thought and gently release it, letting it drift away just like a leaf floating past on the surface of the pond. Let's bring our awareness to the sounds of the pond. Tune into the steady rhythmic bubbles of the water. It is constantly grounding anchor beneath that. You might hear the subtle occasional splash of the fish breaking the surface, or wind moving through the plants and water edge. Look at the surface of the water itself. Notice the reflections of the sky and the clouds overhead. The water acts as a mirror, yet it always changes. When a fish swims near the surface, the reflection breaks its beautiful shimmering ring. But notice how quickly the water returns to its natural state of stillness. The mind is very much like this pond. Thoughts and emotions are just ripples on the surface. They show up, they create a brief moment, and then they dissolve, leaving the deep, quiet water underneath completely untouched. Pick one single fish to follow with your eyes. Watch it closely. Notice how its mouth opens and closes rhythmically as it breathes the water. It's fully connected to its environment, taking in exactly what it needs moment by moment. Let's sync our breath to this calm environment. As a fish glides forwards, take a slow breath in, filling your lungs completely. Hold it for a brief, peaceful second at the top. And now the fish turns or drifts downwards. Let that breath go. Slowly, completely emptying yourself of any tension you've been holding on to. Inhale the stillness of the pond. Exhale the heaviness of the day. Feel the physical sensation of your chest rising and falling, while every exhale sinks a little bit deeper into relaxation. There is nowhere else you need to be. This very moment is enough. Let your focus sink a little deeper now. past the surface, down to your body of the pond. Water has a unique weight to it, a heavy pressure that holds everything perfectly in stasis. Imagine that same gentle liquid weight settling over your body right now. Feel it resting softly on your eyelids, smoothing out the muscles around your eyes. Feel it drape over your arms, making them feel pleasantly heavy and relaxing against your sides. The koi don't fight the weight of the water, they rely on it to keep them balanced. In the same way, let yourself yield to gravity, pulling you down on the chair or bed. You don't need to hold yourself up right now. Let go of your muscular tension in your back, your legs and your neck. Just let the heavy, peaceful stillness of this moment carry you. Every now and then you might see a little bubble rise from the bottom of the pond, or a slight splash from a fin creating a ring of ripples. The water doesn't panic when the surface is disturbed. It doesn't try to freeze itself to stop the movement. It simply allows the ripple to expand, stretch out, get wider and thinner, until it naturally fades back to the flat, glassy surface. Treat your thoughts exactly like those ripples. When a stressful thought pops into your mind, you don't have to fight it or force it away. Just watch it. Let it ripple. Watch it expand, lose energy, and naturally dissolve back into the background of your awareness. Your mind is vast, deep and quiet, just like the depths of this pond. The busy thoughts are only happening over the very top layer. Beneath the surface, in the deep water, everything is already quiet. Everything is already still. There is an ancient appreciation for these creatures. As they swim past each other, they move in silent, unspoken choreography, weaving together and drifting apart in perfect harmony. Look at the textures of their scales as they glide through the patches of sunlight. Each one looks like a hand-painted leaf touching the current. There is no rush in their world, no competition, no desire to be anywhere but exactly where they are in this cubic feet of water. Let that sense of contentment rub around you. For the next minute, try to desire absolutely nothing. You don't need more information. You don't need a different feeling. You don't need to be anywhere else. You are exactly where you need to be. Watch the living jewels dance. Notice how time feels different when you are sitting by the water. In the outside world, time is chopped into seconds, minutes and hours. It feels rigid. But here, time flows like a river. It stretches and bends. Watch how the koi can hang completely motionless in the water, suspended in space, suspended in time, before making a lazy turn. Give yourself permission to step out of gridlocked time for just a little while longer. You are not late for anything right now. There is no clock ticking in this pond. There is only the rhythm of the water. Bring your attention to the light cutting through the water. Imagine a gentle warmth of the sun resting on the surface of the pond. And then imagine that same soft warmth resting on your skin. Feel your forehead melting away any tension you might have been holding. Feel that gentle light warming your chest, making every breath feel a little bit lighter, a little bit softer, as the veils glide between the sunbeams and the cool shadows of the plants. Notice how easily they transition between the two. They don't cling to the light, and they don't fear the dark. They just drift smoothly through both. Let yourself rest in that warm, same, easy state of being, completely comfortable, completely safe, surrounded by warmth and calm. Let the steady bubbling sound of the water be your anchor. Whenever your mind tries to pull you away into a story about the past or anxiety about the future, gently pull on that anchor. Come back to the sound of the bubbles. This very room, this very chair or bed, this very breath, this is the only reality that matters right now. Everything else is just background noise, like a stone sitting quietly at the bottom of the pond. Let yourself settle heavily into the present moment, undisturbed, rooted entirely in peace. Take a moment to appreciate yourself for taking this time to slow down. Peace isn't something we have to find out in this world. It's a state of being we can always return to, inside ourselves, whenever we choose to stop and breathe. The koi will continue their quiet, timeless dance here on the water. You can carry this calm feeling with you as you return to the rest of your day or transition in deep sleep. Rest peacefully. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.